The City held its annual priority settings meeting in early February. This is where City Council works with City staff to sort out which projects and initiatives are the top priorities, in addition to the normal programs and projects staff executes, for the next year, and therefore which areas will get additional resources. From these priorities, staff brings back funding proposals, or decision packages, during the annual budget process, so Council can weigh which projects and staffing requests will be funded and which won't. We had a lot of ground to cover, but here are the highlights. City Council discussed 12 topics for consideration as priorities. Traffic continues to be the top priority, with Council supportive of moving at the current fast pace. Additionally, they support the current pace of building out the Sedona Trails and Pathways System, or STEPS. Council discussed transit, since this is a high-dollar project that with the most recent hiring of a transit manager will require major funding. Because we have seen such high support from every survey we have asked on transit, including most recently in the community survey, Council agrees this will remain a high priority and supported the idea to extend the transportation sales tax past its 10-year expiration to fund future transit efforts. With recent drastic increases of Forest Service use, this has also increased our trailhead parking issues. Council set this as a high priority, and staff will bring back a decision package with mitigation options in the budget process. Emergency management was discussed, and with an updated plan in the works, City Council agreed this should continue to be worked on as a medium priority. City Council then agreed that economic development is a high priority and supported moving forward with 3 decision package areas: added staff, a co-working space, and initial steps towards broadband. City Council also agreed that sustainability was a high priority, agreeing to support seeing decision packages for added staff, infrastructure improvements, community incentive programs, energy retrofit programs, and more. Next up was affordable housing, and City Council agreed it is a high priority and supported seeing decision packages in the budget process for a potential loan assistance program and are open to considering land purchases to support this initiative where appropriate. City Council then agreed to continue on the same track we've been on for short-term rentals, which is to watch for developments at the Arizona State Legislature level and monitor complaints with the hotline number we set up in 2020. Next, City Council heard 3 different pool options on when to keep it open for the public, and at this time directed staff that due to COVID-19 challenges in 2020, to at least next year operate a successful standard schedule from Memorial Day to Labor Day before looking at other options. Then City Council heard an update on communications, and they decided to keep this as a medium priority and supported dedicated public relations efforts on high-profile projects. Arts and culture programming was discussed, and City Council agreed to continue growing the program as staff sees fit. City Council then agreed to have a future discussion to explore homeless issues to know if this should be a priority. The last part of City Council's priority session was meeting with the Chamber of Commerce, where they had a conversation about the future of marketing efforts. The City Council all agreed that the Chamber should not focus on specific marketing of Sedona, but on funds and efforts of sustainable tourism, like recycling programming, water quality initiatives, and funding for trails to help offset the effects of visitation on the community, at least in the near future. And that's a wrap. Those were the main points from our annual priority setting session. Many of these will have decision packages during the budget process, which will be one step closer to fleshing out how these will be executed. Thanks for listening, and watch for these projects as they progress over the next year.